Hey pals, right, I am fly fishing. I've just managed to finish work quickly. It is 4:15 p.m. because I've been watching a flock of seagulls dip feeding, and it must have been like a mile and a half long on the sand flats below the farm where we have our business. And I'm in the middle of them now, and I must be able to see 10,000 gulls, something like that, all dip feeding around me, which means usually only one thing, and that is sea bass hitting fry, which is in shallow water, which is perfect for fly fishing. So I've got my Orvis Recon 8-weight saltwater rod, I've got my Orvis Mirage 8-weight reel, and I've got some Rio shooting head line. So that should be perfect for casting into a strong wind. It's not a strong wind today actually. It'll be perfect for casting into a bit of a breeze and hitting these bass where it hurts. Does that sound good? So I will just get tackled up, and then I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you the gulls all around me. Can you see them? They're literally all around me, 360 degrees around. I'm only like half a mile from the shore, but I'm in a metre of water, 1.5 metres of water. So I've not got a lot of time because we're on neap tides at the moment, so this water will disappear fairly quickly. It's like 6.5 metres tide today. So I'm on board the Piscator with the Parsun 115, my trusty steed. Right, let's have a little see what fly we're going to use. I'm going to guess they're going to be feeding on sand eels. So a good sand eel imitation is this one. Hold on, let me hold it by the hook. See that? Let's see how we go with that. If that doesn't bring anything, then we'll switch it up. I absolutely love sight fishing, it's my favourite. So when you can see birds moving, I know once I start fishing I'm going to be able to see fish moving, and I'll be able to cast to those fish. Now I've not got my glasses on, and last time I did this fly fishing with my mate Digby, I lost a good fish of about £5 simply because I hadn't cinched my blood knot. That one's cinched and tested. Right, okay, I'm going to start fishing. Come with me. Right, I'm not too sure how long the phone is going to stay in that position. Oh, I've just seen a fish move 20 yards off my bow. So let's have a cast. Oh, that was not a good start. I've just done a double haul and then tangled up my line. Right, okay, let's have another go. So I'm somewhere near them now. I'll have a little go at that, see if that brings any luck. If this fly doesn't do what I want it to do, then I'll probably change flies, but I'm going to try a few different speeds of retrieve first. Now, the standard retrieve speed is kind of this. That usually brings a fish. That's not doing it. Then you can try a slightly faster one. Quite jerky. Fish hits and starts running, I'm going to be in trouble there. If I can catch catch a fish, then what I'll do is I will spoon it and see exactly what it's eating. But I need to catch a fish first. So what I'll do now, I'll cast down the wind. I'm just going to let it sink for a minute. I'll just keep in touch with the line. And then I'll give it a couple of slow little jerks. I can't see any bait fish in the water. Usually if you can see bait fish, then you can kind of match the hatch, so to speak. But I can't see any bait fish, and there's no fish moving now, so I think probably what I'm going to have to do is move again and see if I can get right in the middle of the shoal and give this fly one last chance. And if it doesn't hook me up, then I'll give up with that fly and try another one. Kill cord, always wear your kill cord, kids. The Parsun is alive. And we're heading back that way from where all the seagulls are. So I lost my hat. I'm going to put it back on wet to teach myself a lesson. Dozy sign. Right, get a look at this. Oh, they're everywhere. Everywhere. This is exciting. Really exciting stuff. I can't see any fish moving at the moment. I'm just going to give it a little minute. There's something atmospheric about being in a place where there are so many fish moving. It's like, it feels electric. I'm just waiting to see where the fish are, and then I'm going to start casting to them. Not seeing any at the moment. Yeah, there's a couple of fish moving. Right, okay, let's get set up. Okay, tried a couple of different flies now, and none have worked. I've tried a little black fly, I've tried a light coloured white, like shrimp imitation called a mulkiss. That didn't work, so I'm now going with tried and tested, old faithful, chartreuse colour, big eyes, big weight. I know this catches bass, I've caught loads on it before. So fingers crossed they're going to like this one, because I'm running out of ideas and there's fish all around me. And I don't like it. I want to be catching fish. Yeah, there's a commercial guy to the side of me. He's using a white lure. And he's pulling him out. So, fingers crossed. Woo! Get that out. There are fish moving near it. Yo, fish on! Boom, boom! First cast. That's a good start, isn't it? That is a good start. So at least we know we've got a lure they like now. There are fish moving all around me. This isn't a big one, but it's a sea bass all the same. We've got a fish on, we've got a bend in our rod, and the world is a good place again. Right, let me put you down and I'll concentrate on this fish. Right. First cast, well that's a good sign. It means I've got the right lure. It's always a nightmare when you're fishing. Like when I first started fly fishing, it was for like gravel pit, stocked trout, and they can sometimes be the easiest things in the world to catch, and other times the hardest. They can just be, when the weather's warm and sunny, they can just be so fickle. and completely preoccupied with just one type of fly. And then fast forward another 15 years when I started river fly fishing, brown trout are exactly the same. In the middle of summer, they can just be preoccupied with the tiniest of little gnats when they surf feeding on the surface. Oh, it's not a bad fish actually, it's about 2.5 pounds. It's a keeper and it is going in the bank, because I've done that before. I thought, oh, I'll catch a load of fish, I'll wait, because you're only allowed to keep 2 sea bass. I'll wait for a bigger one, and then you don't catch any more and you feel like a big massive twat then. I'll show you a little bit of video of the fish near the surface. He's diving down again. Can you see the silver? Here he is. Beautiful. That's a nice little eating fish, that. And there we go, sports fans. First fish, 2.25 pounds. Let's get some more. Okay, here goes. Wish me luck. Can't see any fish moving at the moment. A bit more line out. So I'm maybe 150 metres from the seagulls at the moment. Just give it a couple of seconds to sink. And then this has been the kind of retrieve that's been doing the damage. The anticipation is brilliant. I love this sort of fishing when there's fish moving on the surface. You've got stuff to actually cast at. It's got to be the most fun type of fly fishing that you can do. Well, probably the most fun type of fishing you can do, actually, sight fishing. Whether you've got a fly rod in your hand or a spinning rod, it doesn't really matter. If you're a bit of a purist, then maybe a fly rod's better, but hey, if you're fishing and catching and you're in the beautiful wilds, then yeah, beats a day at the office any day. Especially if you've had a day at the office and you're just getting out for a little bit of a evening respite like this. It's like cheeky, it's ill-gotten gains, isn't it? You know, you shouldn't be fishing today, but you're making the effort and you're doing it. Not seeing any fish moving at the moment. They are moving, the gulls are moving out quite quickly. So, but I am getting closer to the seagulls now. I'm about, oops, that was my fly hitting the cuddy. Not concentrating on casting and concentrating on talking. Not the best recipe. No fish moving. I think I'm just off the shoal actually. I'm not going to start the engine though, because if I start the engine and move closer to the shoal, I can, not usually with sea bass, but it can sometimes put them off and put them down. And it certainly moves the seagulls, and I'm sure that the gulls and the sea bass, they kind of work together. The gulls will harass the bait fish from the surface, from above the surface rather, and the sea bass will push them up, and it just makes like a bait fish sandwich between gulls and sea bass. This rod casts so nice. I'm not asking the most of it, I'm only doing maybe a 25-30 yard cast. It's capable of casting about 40 yards, this thing. Probably more with a good caster. But as I say, I'm okay. What would you say? I'm a jobbing enthusiast. I try and remember to double haul, but I don't always. Commercial guy's into another one. I've seen him catch about 4 so far today, so he's doing all right. Oh, I felt a little touch then. Just wait for a second and then retrieve again. Nope. I'll just lift the line up so I can see the lure, the fly. Come on, Si, cast properly. That's a better cast. Okay. Wait, relax, and then start the retrieve. I don't know why, but just waiting for just a few seconds before you start the retrieve just feels right. And interestingly, I was in Tobago a few years ago and I was fishing for tarpon with a guide, and he was of the same opinion. You know, you cast and wait for a few seconds, then you start your normal retrieve. Don't just go straight at it as soon as your flies hit the water. Well, I've not seen any fish on this drift so far. Double haul. Oh yeah. When you double haul, that line just whips out. You know when you get it right. And yeah, you've just got like a real tight loop that just flicks out, and it'll just punch right into any sort of wind if you get it right. I get it right about 1 time out of 10 if I'm honest, but hey ho. Where are these fish? Where have they gone? Yeah, the key with fly fishing, like if you're a good caster, you minimise false casts. So you don't make any casts that don't pay out line, basically. I'm retrieving right past the belly, like this is the belly. You're supposed to leave the belly of the line out so that you can just go one. So one false cast and then the proper cast. Ideally you can do it just with one, but I'm not that good. This rod and line is good enough to do it, but I'm just not good enough to make it work. No fish moving, and the seagulls are not feeding as vociferously as they were. You know, you can't hear them shouting and doing. Concentrate on casting, Simon, instead of waffling. Absolute cod. Let's put a cast behind us into the wind, because oh nice, we're drifting this way, so if I cast that way then I can retrieve back with the drift, which means I don't have to pull the line in quite as quick. And that sometimes helps if you can just like kinda, if you can get helped a little bit by the drift. Don't know whether that made any sense or not, but tried to make it. Oh, look at the view I've got here, guys. Oh, fish! Just as I was talking. How mad is that? Wow, this is brilliant. Okay, put it down. So if you're new to fly fishing, what you got to do is get the tension on the line, so you get the tension on the fish rather. Keep that tension all the time on the fish. If it wants to run, you've got to let it run, and then get the line back on the reel as quickly as possible. And the reason that you do that is because the reel has got a set drag, and if you're holding the line and stuff, you've not got any set drag, so you can, if you're not very experienced, you can lose your fish quite easily. Whereas now I'm on the reel, I'm on the drag, and I'm playing it like you would do with like a fixed spool reel, so to speak. So this is another one that's not a keeper. He's only dinky, probably about £1.5 pounds. So this one's going to go back. But it isn't half fun. It is not half fun, I've got to tell you. I'm loving this so much. There we go. Right. Come here, my little beauty. Come here. Little dinky Seabass. I mean, look at these fish. They're just an absolute marvel of piscatorial perfection, aren't they? And he's angry. Let's get him back. There you go, pal. Awesome. Okay, he was only dinky, so he went back. Let's have a little check of our lure. Fly, perfect. Let's go again. This is such good fun. I'm loving it. Woohoo! Parsun power. Bringing the fish home. That's a smaller one. Let's get him in. Okay, so we've been doing up and down, up and down, up and down, and we've been heading from the shore out that way all the time because the tide is on the ebb now. It's 5:30, and yeah, the tide's on the ebb, so the fish are moving out with the tide. So I think we've got another, what have we got? Another hour and a half, maybe, if we're lucky. If we're lucky. So let's see if we can maximise our catch, and we're going to try and get above the fish this time. There's another guy fishing there. I'm not going to video him because people don't like that. I think he's a commercial guy as well. So we'll get the other side of him and see if we can get into this fish. Look at this as a backdrop for a beautiful fishing scene. Sun on the mountains, moody at sea. I wanted to show you how this lure looks in the water, and a bloody mackerel just took it literally just as it was getting to the side of the boat. And I tell you what, this is the first mackerel I've caught this year on fly gear. Usually you catch quite a few for every sea bass. Just about a keeper. Okay, let's have another go. Yep, fish moving. I can see fish moving right in front of me. There we go, and there's a fish on. Brilliant. Oh, this side fishing is so good, man. It is so good. I wish I brought my chest cam for you guys to come and see what I'm seeing. I might come back tomorrow actually and bring my chest cam. Yeah, baby. This is so much fun. If you're watching this and you're not a fisherman, what are you doing with your life? Get a rod, get a reel. You can buy them for buttons, literally buttons. Get out there. You don't need a boat. You can do it from the shore. And you can be the best sport. Come here, you. You can have it the best sport on planet Earth. It's cheap, it's fun, it's harmless. There are literally fish moving everywhere. All around. Can you see them hitting the surface? Behind me on this side as well. Look at the view. Loving so much. There's fish everywhere. Like, you've got to just stop and watch for a minute, haven't you? The atmosphere, the gulls. Oh, wow. I feel like the luckiest guy alive right now. Right, enough of that rubbish. Let's catch another fish. Here goes. Let's see if we can get into another one. Oops, got the line caught around my toes then. Here we go. I don't know whether the fish here are taking something slightly different, but I'm not getting, or it could be, that was a terrible cast. It could be that there's a lot more bait in the water just here, so they've got a lot more choice. Sometimes that's the case. Let's try a slightly faster retrieve this time. That was a nicer cast. Give it a minute to sink. There are still fish moving around here. And let's try a slightly faster retrieve. Nope. Right, we're going to try one into the wind, back where I've come from, so that the drift of the boat, so the drift of the boat helps me. Let the line straighten out for a minute, and then let's do our retrieve. Definitely past the main shoal now. Let's move. Let's move. Okay, we've got another keeper on. It's bending the rod. This one's about £3, I think. I'll just put you down there. I'll finish this fish, playing this fish. I'm enjoying this so much. It's brilliant sport. Staying a little bit deeper this one, although it's limited how deep it can stay because we're in 1.7 metres of water. Okay, it's just about ready. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, yes! There it is, woo woo! Another one, just undersize, kiss him, put him back. Anyone remember Rex Hunt's Fishing Adventures? I used to love that when I was younger. Kissing them, putting them back. Another fish on. This one is definitely a keeper. Fish of about £2.5. Not monsters, but sporting as hell on this light flight gear. Just kiting away to the left now. This is so much fun, and yeah, I mean it's frenetic. It's almost a fish a cast. It's as good sport as I have ever had with a fly rod in my hand. I've had days where I've caught bigger fish. I've had days where I've caught more fish. But just something about the atmosphere today and the fact that they're all on the surface, and you can see the electricity in the air and in the water with the birds and the overcast skies. It just doesn't get much better. Right, let's concentrate on bringing this fish to the boat, because this one is my second and final keeper. Come on. There. There we go. There we go. That's a keeper. £2.5. He has inhaled that fly. Absolutely inhaled it. I'm going to get the forceps out for that. There we go. That's the fly we're using. It's doing all the damage. It's lost one of its red bits of its eye. It doesn't seem to be bothering the fish much though. Right, let's kill him. Are you supposed to show how to kill fish or not? Well, this is how you do it. Nice big solid bat. 3 on the head like that, and he's dead. Everyone's having a bite to eat here. There's common gulls, black-headed gulls, kittiwakes, the lot. There we go, there's another one. Woohoo! Yes! Oh, he's off. Never mind. That was exciting. I don't know. Don't know whether you ever get this, but sometimes you just know a fish is going to take. Something about the retrieve, or it just feels right. Boys are not as proliferous as they are today. Okay, so that's probably 15 or 20 fish for me, and yeah, it's just been the best sport that I could possibly have wished for after a day's graft. There's still fish going mad everywhere, and the only thing that's going to stop me is the tide going out, because we're in 1.5 meters of water at the moment, which is very soon going to be, oh, and there we go, there's another fish. Oh my god, this is crazy. Yeah, we're in 1.5 meters of water. It's very soon going to be literally no water, because all of this is a big sandbank and mud flat, and it relieves itself at about half tide. So I think, with the sun going down behind me and a big smile on my face and a fish on, I'm going to say thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.